All right, welcome to this lesson here where we're going to be taking a look at how to find the a missing side of a right angle triangle using trig ratios. We're going to go into sine and cosine today. So if you don't remember our three ratios, we have sine, cosine, and tangent, which our little acronym is SOH CAH TOA. There we go. And that's all based on a right angle triangle. So this is part 2 of a lesson on finding the missing side. And hopefully we still remember those three ratios. Even if we don't have them memorized, that's okay. We'll get there yet. So let's go through this after having already done a little bit of practice maybe with it, maybe not. We want to try to solve for the opposite side of this triangle when we're given the hypotenuse. Now, if we've used tan before, you understand that the tangent won't work here because we don't know the adjacent side. So we're going to have to use something else. Sine ratio, okay, uses opposite and hypotenuse. So if we plug it in, this is what it looks like. Okay, so the hypotenuse is 7, the opposite is unknown, and we know the angle that we're dealing with is 63 degrees. Okay, that's the one we're dealing with in this case. Plug that in, cross multiply, divide, find your answer. That is your calculation. Please try this out. Use your calculator, try it out. Okay, what do you get as an answer? Hopefully you've done some practice already with this. You should get an answer of 6.24 meters, and so that is our opposite side. Little reminder that all answers should be to 2 decimal places when you're solving. Okay, so make sure you have to 2 decimal places. Double check your calculators. Did you get 6.24? Remember that sine 63 sometimes in a calculator will be plugged in as sine then 63. Other times you're going to do 63 then sine. Okay, depending on your calculator, it's important you know how to use your calculator. Are we ready? Let's do some examples. Sorry, that was a little bit of a shake on there. All right, so grab a piece of paper, grab a piece of paper, have your calculator ready, and solve for the missing side. Pause the video, come back when you have your answer. All right, step number 1. If you followed my videos before, if you've gone through the lessons before, if this is your second lesson on trigonometry, that's awesome because what is our first thing that we always do? Label the sides. I heard it. I did. Right through the camera, I could hear you yelling. That's awesome. Okay, maybe not yelling. Maybe just thinking. All right, your brains are thinking. Okay, that's good. We got to label the sides. So here we go. We have the opposite side. We want to find the adjacent side. So which ratio are we going to use? Tangent. All right. So we're going to use tangent to solve this. We have the opposite. We have the angle. We want to find adjacent. We are going to multiply by 1, divide by tan of 27, and that should give us an adjacent of 96.17 millimeters. Do we get that? Yes. I'm going to trust that you did, at least. All right, here's another one. Now we're given the hypotenuse, and we're asked to find what is that side up on top. So pause the video, come back when you have your answer, and we will see how you did. All right, welcome back. We are going to be taking a look at this one here. So step 1, as we said before, label the triangle every single time. Having a diagram, labeling it is the most important thing in making sure that we know the right ratio to use. Okay, so we have hypotenuse. We want to find adjacent. The ratio or the function that we're going to use right now is cosine. Okay, because that one has adjacent and hypotenuse in it. The hypotenuse is going to be on the bottom, so we put that in there. When we have the bottom piece, that means that we are multiplying and then dividing by 1. Okay, and hopefully you got an answer of 59.8 millimeters. Did you get that? Yeah, hopefully. All right, okay. Let's try the next one. Calculate the missing side. Ooh, okay, this one is missing. We're going to skip over that triangle. It's using sine law. Sorry, my diagrams are off. In this case, we were given a hypotenuse of 73, and we were asked to find what is the opposite side using, I think, that same triangle from before. And so the opposite side was 41.87. Sorry about that. All right, find the hypotenuse. All right, so you're given this one here, label it, and solve for the hypotenuse. Pause the video, come back when you have your answer. Okay, this time we're given the adjacent, asked to find the hypotenuse, so therefore we're going to use cosine law. Plug it in on top. which means now we're going to multiply by 1 and then divide by cos of 60. There we go. So when we do the calculation, you should get 22 centimeters. Wow, that's a really nice answer. Okay, normally they have some decimals in there. All right, next one. Find the hypotenuse given that side. Pause the video, come back when you have your answer. All right, let's find our answer. Label the triangle. We are given the opposite side. We want to find the hypotenuse. Therefore, we are going to use sine law in this case. The hypotenuse is what we are trying to find. The opposite is given, so we're going to plug that in on top. Multiply by 1, divide by sine of 27, and we're going to get 107.93 millimeters. Now, looking at this diagram, you can probably see that that number should make sense. It's probably about double the opposite side. And so sometimes diagrams can help us also to know how long something is if they're drawn to scale. If they're not drawn to scale, it does not matter. But this one looks like it's probably drawn to scale. All right, that's it for this lesson here. You can work on the next few questions. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Thank you so much for watching.